Hey everyone, it's Brittany. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a fall makeup tutorial, but this makeup was actually inspired by some of the fall 2018 trends in makeup, so things that I saw in magazines, online, on runways for fashion shows. I kind of went off of 3 makeup trends that I saw for fall 2018. The first one is like barely there skin makeup, so it looks very natural and dewy, which is one of my favorite looks to do. The second is dramatic liner, and since I don't usually wear liner, I did a smoky cat eye, so it's a more wearable version. The last one that I saw was pale glossy lips, so obviously I had to do that. I kind of incorporated a little bit of like the silver eyeshadow that is popular in the inner corner of my eyes, which you guys will see obviously in the tutorial. If you are new to my channel, make sure you subscribe by hitting that red subscribe button below this video, and I would love it if you guys could stick around. I have a ton of cruelty-free beauty and lifestyle videos on my channel, so feel free to check that out if you are into that. So if you're interested in seeing how I did this super wearable trendy fall makeup, then just keep watching. Before we get into the actual makeup, I wanted to show you guys what I use to prep my skin. I always like to use some sort of eye cream because my under eye area is so dry. So I really love the Ulla Henriksen Truth Banana Bright Eye Cream for underneath my eyes, and then I also usually prime the rest of my face with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer. I really like this one. It has a lot of good ingredients for your skin and kind of plumping it up. And I also have been obsessed with using the Kopari Lip Glossy. I showed this in my recent Sephora haul video, and it is so amazing. So I like to just add this before I do any makeup so that my lips will be ready for the lip products later. So for actual makeup, I like to do concealer first. It's just a personal preference. You guys can do it before or after foundation, but lately I've been really liking the IT Cosmetics by Under Eye Full Coverage Concealer. I use mine in the shade Light. This is just gonna go underneath my eyes and kind of along my nose just to block out any redness, but for other areas of redness and blemishes, I will use a different concealer. To conceal any more redness or blemishes, I'm using the e.l.f. I think it's called HD Lifting Concealer. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be used underneath your eyes, but it is so dark for being the lightest shade that they have. So I like to use it to conceal blemishes because it actually matches my skin tone really well, and it just blends in really well for concealing blemishes and like redness around my nose. So I'm just going to do that and then blend that out too. Lately, I have been really enjoying using this foundation from Josie Maran. It's the Vibrancy Argan Oil Foundation, and I also just got this recently. I did show it in my Sephora haul, and I have been really enjoying it, especially for any of the colder months where your skin might be a little bit dehydrated, because this is super moisturizing since it does have argan oil in it. If you have oily skin, you probably won't like this foundation, but I have been really enjoying it this year. I know one of the fall makeup trends for 2018 is like barely there makeup on the skin. It's just very natural looking, and this definitely looks like skin. So if you like that kind of look, definitely check it out. Since this is a dewy foundation, I am going to powder it just to make sure that it does stay in place. But the powder that I like to use for foundations like this, so that I don't completely get rid of that like natural skin look, is from Cover FX. It's their Perfect Setting Powder. I like to use this mainly in the T-zone area and a little bit underneath my eyes. Now I want to fill my eyebrows. I always recently use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz pencil. I have mine in the shade medium brown, and I literally only have that much left, but I am doing it in a pretty natural way. I focus most of the filling in like on the outer parts of my brows, and then kind of just fill in a little bit on the inner part. It just keeps them looking more natural in the way that I like it. And if you watch my videos all the time, you know I will always set my brows in place with the Essence Lash and Brow Gel. I do this after filling in my brows, but I will also wear it on its own because it's amazing. Since this is an everyday fall makeup look, I am going to keep the eyeshadow very minimal, but I will be using the Tarte Lip Palette, the original one, because I love the shades. They're so versatile, perfect for every day, and they're also all completely matte. I want to keep the skin really glowy and the lips are going to be pretty glossy, so I want the eyeshadow to stay pretty matte and neutral. So I think I'm going to do like a brown smoky cat eye, which sounds like it's gonna be more dramatic than it is, but it's really easy. But first I'm going to take the shade called Super Mom. It's the lightest shade in the palette, but I do want to use this just to go all over my entire lid and all the way up to the brow bone. It's gonna make the crease shade blend out a little bit better, as well as the actual cat eye. To give the crease a tiny bit of depth, I'm using the shade called Force of Nature, and this is just gonna go into my crease just to give a little bit of dimension. I don't want this to look dramatic or anything. It's just gonna help kind of blend everything together. And to do the smoky cat eye, I will take the shade called Multitasker. It is of course a matte dark brown, and this is just going to go into a cat eye shape, kind of like you're doing a liquid liner, except you're doing it with a powder. And I'm using a really small eyeliner brush. This is one from the Moda like unicorn collection. Any small eyeliner brush will do the trick for this, and you basically just want to draw on a cat eye, and then we will be smoking out the top line a little bit so that it looks super soft. You can of course make the cat eye as big or as small as you want. I'm gonna do a pretty small cat eye because this is like an everyday look. I want it to be more wearable for everybody, but if you want to do a bigger one, then that's totally cool. I'm just gonna keep it pretty small and low-key for this look. Now that we have the general cat eye shape, I'm gonna take a little bit of the shade Dreamer, which is the color right next to it. It's just a lighter matte brown tone, and I'm gonna use that to smoke out the top part of the liner that we did. And I'm just using a small little brush. It has kind of like a fluffy end to it, and I'm gonna use a little bit of that Dreamer color just to kind of like smudge the line on top a little bit. And if you need to clean up the bottom edge so that it's more sharp, you can always just use a wet wipe or even another brush and clean up the very bottom so that it keeps that like sharp cat eye look on the bottom, and then the top is more smoky. Just to balance out the eyeshadow a little bit, I'm going to take the shade called Wanderer, and this is gonna go along my bottom lash line, but only on the outer half. I want the inner part to still be really bright and open. I also think I want to highlight the inner corners of my eyes since everything else is so matte on the eyeshadow. So I'm taking this eyeshadow from Urban Decay. It's called Space Cowboy, and it is a single eyeshadow. I'm pretty sure these are still available, but anything that has like a shimmer to it I think would look nice so that it gives a little bit of life into the eyeshadow. So I'm just gonna put this right onto the inner corner. And to finish off the eye makeup, I will be using one of my favorite mascaras at the moment. This is from Milk Makeup. It is the Kush mascara, and I'm just gonna apply like 2 coats maybe to my top lashes and a tiny bit to my bottom lashes, and nothing too over the top. I'm trying to keep this more on the everyday side. Obviously, if you want to do more mascara or less eyeshadow, obviously do whatever you want to do. So now for the rest of my face, I want to bronze up my skin a little bit. I am going to be using a like sample travel size of this Milk Makeup bronzer. I think maybe it's called Baked, but it just looks like this. I'm going to apply it like pretty much to the perimeter of my face and a little bit on my nose. And I just like to blend this out with a brush, and I really like how this product blends out. It's super smooth and just like melts into your skin, and I love the shade of it. It looks really natural and realistic, so I've been a big fan, and if they still have this in the full size, I will probably go and buy it. For blush, I'm using a Super Shock Cheek blush from ColourPop. This is in the shade Quarters. I wanted to keep it more on the like orangey warm tone for fall shades, so I'm just gonna apply a little bit of this to my cheeks. And then for highlight, I will be using one of my favorite types of highlighters. It is a stick highlighter. This one is from Burt's Bees. I recently took a little trip with them and got to learn about some of their new launches, and this product is called All Aglow Bronzer Stick, and it's more of like a golden shimmery highlight. So this is actually in the shade Golden Shimmer. It is the most beautiful, dewy, natural looking highlight. I did post a picture wearing this on my Instagram, and a lot of you guys really loved it. So I will be using it today, and the way that I like to do it, if I already have makeup on, I will take a stipple brush. This one is from e.l.f. It's called the Small Stipple Brush, and I usually just brush it back and forth on top of the highlighter highlighter. Sometimes I wear this on its own when I'm not actually wearing makeup and I just apply it straight from the stick, but since I already have all this on, I like to use the brush. And then I just apply it like I would a normal highlighter. And I also like to apply a little bit of highlight to the apples of my cheeks because it makes them look more round, and I just really like that look. And then for lips, my favorite combination lately is a lipstick and then a really pretty gloss on top. So what I have been really loving is Sunday Funday. It's from the Peach collection from Too Faced, and it's just a really pretty like nude color. So I will apply that to my lips. And the gloss that I have been loving is from Bite Beauty. It's one of their French press lip glosses. They like smell like coffee. Some people don't like the scent, but it doesn't bother me, and I just love how they look. So this one is in the shade Flat White, and one of the fall trends this year for makeup is actually like a pale glossy lip. So even though this makeup look might not seem very fall-like, I'm kind of trying to go off of some fall trends. So I wanted to do a pale glossy lip. So this is a really perfect one if you have a skin tone similar to mine. If you are darker or lighter, obviously just find like a pale lip gloss that would look good on your skin tone. So this is the finished everyday fall makeup tutorial that was inspired by some of the fall makeup trends that I saw for 2018, and I hope you guys liked it. Obviously this was the more wearable version of some of the fall makeup trends that I saw. Some things were really like extreme, and I obviously wanted to do a more wearable everyday version, so I feel like this is something I would wear literally anytime. It looks really natural and pretty. But if you did like it, definitely give it a thumbs up. It helps me know what types of videos you guys like, and if you have any suggestions for other fall makeup looks or just fall videos in general, definitely leave them in the comment section below. And as always, I hope you are all having an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!